So, just in case you didn't know or I hadn't explained it before, I like Magiranger. A lot. So much so, in fact, that when Mystic Force was on the air, I would actually buy Mystic Force toys, and I bought a lot of them, purely because they were also used in Magiranger. Okay? So, well, I want to talk about the final Robo Megazord today, okay? The Manticore Megazord. And you will forgive me if I spend my time using Magiranger terminology because, well, as we've established before, I like Magiranger. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right in and see what we got. So, if I'm honest, the Firebird isn't terrible. The tail looks nice, and spoilers, makes for some decent weapon storage. The clear flames also look really nice, but I wish they were removable. Okay? In the shows, they were only really this big and flamey for the finishers. Okay, so seeing them here like this all the time is a wee bit excessive. Still, it looks okay, but does it have any cool features? Not really. I'll get into it in a little bit, but it doesn't have anything on itself. So for right now, let's go over and we'll look at the lion. Again, the lion isn't terrible on its own. It looks really nice, but it is hampered by its motorized gimmick. What is the gimmick? Well, I'll warn headphone users right now, but if you find a little switch on the back, give it 2 C cells to let it run, and turn it on, it makes a loud noise and moves on its own. So let's keep that off till we need it again. Alright? You may have noticed, though, that while the lion was walking, the legs were flicking back and forth. It's a nice, subtle feature, and I appreciate it for what it is. As a final note, if you look right up here on the top, there are 2 little clips right here to put the Phoenix Titan / Magi Phoenix or Woolzard from the Wool Kaiser / Centaurus Wolf Megazord set on here, if you got it. But it looks really silly. They're really crammed in there, so I'm not even going to bother just showing it off. But, you know, like I said, it's just not worth it. So, that's the lion, the Firebird. Let's talk about combination. So, let's get it out of the way. The Automorph is spectacular. It is a spectacle. You have that glorious rising up of the lion. The wings spring up, and the head dramatically rises out of the lower torso. It is an experience, and one that even my piss-poor editing work just can't do justice, okay? Unfortunately, the individual Zords kind of sacrifice everything for it. The Firebird loses anything interesting about it in the sake of the spring-up wing gimmick, and for the feet of the Megazord, the Lion gets some Silverbolt levels of undercarriage. But still, for what it is, it looks really nice, okay? The Bandai of America paint job here is really good as well. In fact, every single picture I've ever seen basically says that, hey, this thing is just as well painted as the Bandai of Japan version. So, let's talk articulation and features. Articulation. That's it. Sorry, folks. However, there is a cool feature right here. You can flip out the hands, which is a neat little revolving thing. And then if you come back here, comme ça, and you pop the tail off the Firebird, like so. Let's go ahead and put you back down. And then just extend it, like that. Like that. And then pull out the handle. And then you just plug it on into the hand. And most importantly, let me lift this up. You get it into this little hole right here. You get the screw caliber. I have no earthly idea what it's called in Mystic Force. Not really all that caring. But it does look nice. And like I said, great weapon storage on part of the Firebird. But there's one last little motorized feature. Okay? Like I said, you put the little thing in the square hole. You turn it back on. And it makes a loud noise. And you can watch it spin. Let's turn that off. So, MagiLegend / the Manticore Megazord looks really nice in both modes. And the Automorph is a thing to see, but that's about it. It just sits there and looks good, and you occasionally pull it out to see the Automorph in action. Now, the question is, should you be getting it? If you're a Magiranger or a Mystic Force fan, you probably either already have this or have been searching for a long time to find one. Because it's the Robo of the second half of the show. So, you know, it's kind of needed to have a complete collection. But if you're not a fan and you're just interested in cool Robos or cool transformations, I would say just get it if you're interested in the Automorph feature. Otherwise, it really doesn't hold a candle to things like the Titan Megazord, which is really the standout robot of the line for me. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I shall catch you on the flip side.